What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a video, and today we're going to be taking a look at something that I am super excited about. I have already messed with this, but this is the MEMOry Toys or METY Toys, whatever. Orc, I don't know. There's the name of it. Kargath. Yeah, I've had this for a little while, but again, seal of approval. All right, let's just get right into this. Alright, and here he is out of the package, and my god, look at this thing. This thing is a big old hunk of plastic here. I think this is based off World of Warcraft, I think, of some kind. But, I mean, this guy will be able to get into any pose that you want him to. I'm going to try not to make this video too long, because he has a stupid amount of accessories that we have to go through as well. But again, let's just start up here at the head sculpt. Look at that. That's just absolutely fantastic. I mean, this green that they picked out too is just so good. I mean, and I'm not kidding when I say you can get him into any. Oh, well, lost his hand there. Get in any pose that you want. He can go super down, especially if you want to get him into a super aggressive pose. Let's see here. You can see he feels a little crunchy there, but I mean, this guy just has no problem posing around whatsoever. Let's see if I can get the other hand all back on here. And like you saw here, everything can come off on him as well. That's the beauty of this figure, is like you can have him like just a bare bones orc, or you can have him fully kitted out, and no matter what. Just get into the articulation here. So if you pop the head off here, it is a dumbbell joint there. Get that to pop back on. There you go. You hear that snap. You can look up quite a bit. You can look down pretty much all the way. And then there is no tilt whatsoever. There's some swivel. He does have a butterfly joint there as well. So that can go back that far and goes up a little bit. He has a double elbow there. You can see how far that goes. And then that is what the wrist peg looks like. You should have no problem doing what you need to do there. Now, I think I don't know what's going on here in the torso, but he can look back. He can crunch all the way forward. And then, straighten out here. He can kick all the way out. He has double knees there. And then he goes back that far. And then there is also a nicely hidden toe joint there. If you're not paying attention to it, it's actually kind of a tight fit there. Like, it blends in so well. Like, when you first look at him, you can't see that seam line that's just sitting right there. All right, let's get this guy kitted up just a little bit here. I'll do this all. Try to get this all in one take. But then shoulder pauldrons here. Like, these are sharp. They're not like super sharp, but even like down here, these definitely have a little sharpness to them. But then again, like, those shoulder pauldrons, nice, big, and chunky. They're held on. I know there's a way to take them off. I just don't actually remember how to. But you have to pop the arms off, I think. But I'm not too concerned about it right now. He's always going to have those on. Then you can also, I believe, you can pop at the waist, take the loincloth off if you wanted to have him just be a bare bones orc. Just so good. Alrighty. Get into the accessories here. We'll try to get this going a little quickly. So we have two different head sculpts here. One of them, he is screaming. The other one, he is angry maybe, or smiling that he's gonna hurt you in a really bad way here. Absolutely fantastic. And the cool thing about these is you could take the hairpiece out and then you could swap them between both, although they're kind of the same, slightly different shades here. There we go. But then on this head sculpt here, it's just smooth across the border. And then in the package, he has these 3 wrist pegs. He has a C clamp here, which I actually don't know what these are fully for. It could be for the shield, but I'm not entirely sure. I lost one of them, but that's okay. There's an extra set of hands here in the bag. I'll just get those ripped open. Come on. They put the hands in a bag within a bag, which is kind of annoying, but it's like some kind of grip hand. I don't see what the difference is there. I mean, I won't complain about more grip hands just in case you lose them, but... And this guy is, I think, like 7 or 8 inches tall, I think. So, got a pair of grip hands here. And then, I have everything still in the tray here on my side, so if you hear a lot of plastic crinkling, I apologize ahead of time. We got 2 different types of helmet here. You have a more orcish style helmet, which will just slot right on there. And that just looks badass. That looks fantastic. But then you also just have this one as well, which will just kind of sit on his head like so. Not really a tight fit on here, but again, that looks great. That's probably my favorite. It's my favorite one there, though, so far. There's no secure way to secure it onto the head there. It kind of just sits there. I mean, you might be able to push it down, but I don't really want to damage. Yeah. It will kind of just sit there, but I mean, that just looks fantastic all the way around. And maybe I'll just save. He has a bunch of other stuff. He has 2 pointing hands here, 2 grabby hands, a pair of fists. He has bare feet also with toe joint, which is fantastic. And then he has 2 thumbs up hands here, and then he has 2 weapons, which we will, let me get those taken out here. Also has a shield. And then let me get this other weapon here popped out. Alright. So for one of his weapons here, I mean, this thing's a big old chunk of plastic. His feet are down here, and it goes all the way up to almost to his torso, which it does go up to his torso, but I mean, look at that. Look at the cracking in there. There's a nice dry, I think there's a wash in there, dry brushing. You can see the 2 gold pins or whatever you want to call it, nails. And it's just super fantastic. You got this nice red wrapping going down here on the handle, again with a nice black wash down there. And then you got detailed down here. Just great, beautiful piece all the way around. I almost kind of wish he had a sword, but you know, honestly, with him being just a big old orc, I am totally cool with him just running around with these 2 big axes as well. Here is the other axe. More orcish, I would say. But my brain's going into like the Elder Scrolls style, where this is how the axes look in Elder Scrolls in kind of a way. But you can see there's some detailing right here. Again, the gold sticking out there, the gold rivets on top here, down here. Then it goes down to this wash. I can't tell if it's like a white wrapping with a bunch of dirt on it or brown wrapping, brown or whatever. Again, it's just a beautiful effect all the way around. And once again, this guy can dual wield, which I think is a plus for big old orc. Let's see if I can get. Let me see here. Come on. It's kind of cold where I'm at, so the temperature is a little affecting the way this plastic is working with me. And honestly, I might need to find the other. Get that back on there. I mean, I would not want to mess with this guy whatsoever. And then next up here is a shield, beautiful wood texturing here. You can see all the scratches and the dings with the white, or with the wash there. Again, the gold is painted out here with the bolts or rivets or whatever. And then back here, you can see it is a clamp that just sits on his arm, and then his hand gets fed through right here. And you can see there's a nice crack there. Which, if you have another figure, you can do a nice shot there. But, I mean, this hand is kind of struggling to stay in its place just a little bit. Let's see here. I mean, I can't pose for shit, but you guys get the idea here. This guy is not coming to play around. And you kind of have to find the balance, because these weapons are heavy. And I'm going to assume some of the grip hands probably will fit these, like, because the pommels on them are like super thick, or the handles are super thick on it. But I don't usually do size comparisons, but this dude is just such a monster. Let's just get right into a size comparison really quick. I'm not going to really show too many figures here, but give me 1 second. Alright, I'm going to quickly show you these size comparisons really quick. So first off, we are going to start off with Star Wars Black Series, which is standard, pretty much a standard 1/12 line here. So here is Boba Fett. And then I'm going to go with a bigger Black Series figure, which would be a figure I just showcased on this channel, which is Savage. And you can see that Savage actually has a decent height, decent height going. So that looks fantastic all the way around. Next up here is Marvel Legends female body. Here is Psylocke. They're about the same height for Boba Fett and Psylocke, but you guys get the idea. And then here is probably my favorite figure ever. Here is the Valiant Knight. These two can fight pretty formidably and comfortably, I would say. But that will do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video here very soon. Peace out.